Located at 628 North Chicago in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters like snow and ice to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsure.com. Lincoln with a little bit better play to start the second half here. Some set plays run for Big Mac down low, and she scored both times.
Yeah, absolutely. Lincoln has a little bit of a size advantage, so absolutely want to exploit that as much as possible.
They go inside to Nunez. Ball nearly thrown away, and she gets it to West. To Sloan. Ball thrown behind her, and here comes Snyder the other way. Grace stops in the lane, pulls it back out. It was 1-on-2, and the girls were bigger than she was. Snyder pushed out front by Pilgrim right in front of the official. No call. I don't know how that's not a foul. To Clark. Clark, they go inside McLeod. Bounce pass low to Knapp. Knapp goes up and got fouled.
Yeah, so it looks like at halftime, maybe part of the halftime pep talk was to look for that specific offense, try and work the ball down low and take advantage of the size advantage of McKinley Knapp.
Ella Carmenzine with her third foul, the first on Limestone here of the third quarter. Sloan and Carmenzine going to come out. Steer and Gaines back in for Limestone. Big Mac makes the first of two. She has 11. And number 31 to the free throw line. Up and good. Got them both. Give Big Mac 12. Lincoln up 27-26. They take the lead back. West out front against Hutchinson. They moved Hutchinson to the point on defense. Nearly threw the ball away to Nunez. Ball thrown away, and Gaines is able to track it back down to Pilgrim. Pilgrim to West. West, nice spin move down the lane. Throws it up, no good. And let's see what the call is here. It's a foul on Lincoln. Mack was standing there with her hands up in the air. Let's see who they call it on. Foul is going to be on Emma Hutchinson. Her first, team's first, and Hannah West going to go to the line for two. Ties it back up at 27, 6:11 to go here. Want to give a shout out to Diana Johnson Hightower, who sent us popcorn and drinks up at the booth there during the girls basketball game Saturday against Morton. West makes the second of two.
And she enjoyed a fine lunch at Culver's today.
And she had poor Grandpa Keith out there working with his snowblower. 88-year-old man clearing snow. Ball stripped away, and again, Lincoln doesn't do a good job of taking care of the ball. And the foul going to go against Mason McLeod as West took it right to the hole.
Coach Taylor Rohr she's very emphatic in her direction with her team now that they should be reversing the ball against the pressure.
West misses the first of two free throws. Limestone ahead 28-27. Second one up and got the second one. Gives them a 2-point lead. Holmes to come back in the basketball game for Lincoln. Hutchinson going to take a seat. And now here comes the Limestone pressure. They start out in what looks to be almost like a 1-2-2 zone, and then it becomes a run and jump.
Yeah, it actually takes
McLeod.
sort of a diamond shape here.
McLeod picked up her dribble in a bad spot. Knapp to Holmes, and Lincoln's got numbers. Holmes tried to bounce pass and stolen away by Limestone. Here they come the other way. West quickly up the floor. Spin move, now she's stopped by Knapp. Right side Nunez. They go in the corner, Steer. Steer left-handed dribble against the Lincoln defense out front. Pilgrim against Snyder. Kicks it to West. West, right side Steer. Steer, cross-court pass, Pilgrim. Pilgrim throws it cross-court in the corner, West. Up and no good. Short. Ball on the floor, chased down by Holmes. Lily picks up her dribble, gets it to Grace. Snyder works against Nunez to get it across the center circle. To Knapp. Knapp to Holmes, free throw line. Holmes nearly lost it, gets it to Clark. Clark, step back three, bang! A collision concepts three off the left side. Lincoln up 30-29. That is Mia Clark's first three of the basketball game. They've defended her pretty heavily. Pilgrim drives in, Gaines, and West got behind the defense, lays it up and in. And again, miscommunication on the part of Lincoln's backs. She got behind the defense and gives them the lead, 31-30. Snyder against Nunez, and Nunez is forcing her left. Snyder drives in trouble. The count's on. Grace needs to break the count, goes down the lane. Kick to Knapp, 8-footer, up and short. He goes for her own rebound, fouled by Gaines. And let's see if it's on the floor or on the shot. Mack tried to put it back up. The foul is on Kennedy Gaines. That is her first. And they're going to say the foul is on the floor. That's probably the right call. Nunez going to come out for Limestone. Schneider going to come out for Lincoln as Hutchinson comes in the game. Lincoln, they get it into Holmes. Lilly, ball on the floor. Still squirted out of bounds, and it'll stay Lincoln basketball. Sienna Adams due to come in the basketball game. Holmes going to take a seat here. 4:19 to go in the third. McLeod to inbounds. Gets it in and threw the ball away. Threw it right to West. Here comes West quickly up the floor, guarded by Clark. West threw the ball almost out of bounds. It was saved by Pilgrim. Pilgrim cross-court Sloan. Sloan left side, back to West. West. Cross-court Pilgrim. Pilgrim to West. West going to drive in, now kicks out to Steer. Steer back to West. West a long three, up and no good. Rebound Mia Clark. Clark quickly up the floor, goes down the lane. Clark layup time, got it. Mia took it coast to coast, and it's 32-31 ladies. West up the floor to Pilgrim. Pilgrim black to Gaines. In the corner, Sloan. Out front, Pilgrim. Pilgrim to Steer. Sloan out front, hounded by Adams. Could have been a foul out there. Steer in the lane, could have been called for three. Back out front, Gaines. Gaines, Sloan. Sloan drives in, throws it to West. West up and no good. Missed the shot. Rebound shot by Steer up and no good. And the foul, I believe, is on McKinley Knapp. Let's see.
Sure looked like it, yeah.
Nope, it's actually on Emma Hutchinson.
How about that? Yeah, that's good. McKinley Knapp providing half of the Railers' offense this quarter. She's got 6 points. Mia Clark has the other 5.
Steer throws it up around the rim and no good. And Lloyd, if you want to say good that there was a foul called, it was good it was called on Emma and not McKinley.
Yeah, definitely don't need her picking up another.
Steer, second one up and rolled it home. It bounced all over the rim and went down. And the game is tied at 32 with 3:12 to go here in the third. They get it into Mia. Mia quickly ahead to Hutchinson. Good recognition. Emma will stop and pop from 18. No good. Over the rim, air ball. And here we come the other way. Probably not the shot Coach Rohrer wanted. Pilgrim down the floor in a hurry up. No good. Rebound, Adams comes out of there with it. Sienna quickly up the floor. Now she'll slow it down. Lincoln sets up their offense. They spread it out. Sienna drives in the lane. Kick left side McLeod. Mesa out front Mia. Mia long three out front. No good. Rebound on the floor. McKinley comes out of there with it. In the corner Emma. Emma three on the way. No good. Too strong. Rebound Clark chases it down in the corner. Clark inside to Knapp. Knapp turns around, fires up and good. 34-32. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter.
And Lincoln has dropped off their full court press now.
West drives baseline on Clark. Kick back out Sloan. Sloan travel the basketball out front. 2:10 to go here in the third. Greg Gilbert going to come in for Mia Clark. They get it into Sienna. Sienna quickly up the floor. Good recognition. Gilbert travel with the basketball. A mistake of youth right there, Lloyd, because she's just a sophomore and started before she ever had the basketball.
Right. Like we said, stay in control. You want to play with a purpose, but again, stay in control.
Gaines tried to throw it, and Adams with a great anticipation. Sienna down the floor, layup time, no good, and got fouled. Foul's going to go against number 23. That's Danny Sloan, and that is her first. And the third on Limestone to the third quarter. And Tony Bentley's going to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for a 60-second timeout.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Back at Worsley Gymnasium, home of the Limestone Rockets, where Lincoln has battled back to take a 34-32 lead. Minute 54 to go here in the third quarter. Sienna Adams will be at the free throw line after being fouled on a breakaway layup. Chance to give Lincoln a 4-point lead. The junior eyes it up and no good. In front of the iron, just a little bit short. Gilbert and Schneider along the free throw line for Lincoln. McLeod and Knapp back. Clark on the bench. Second one up and good. 35-32. The Lincoln lead is 3. Lloyd, this is a point. It'd be really nice to have a stop here right before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carmenzind out front. Gets it to Pilgrim. Pilgrim to West. Back to Oh, and nearly stolen by Grace Snyder. Ball in the corner, batted away. It's off of Limestone, and it'll go green basketball.
Yeah, that was an excellent play by Lincoln. The defender swatted at the ball, but as she swatted down, it bounced off the Limestone guard's leg and then trickled out of bounds, so it's Railer basketball.
Schneider in the backcourt. Gets it to Hutchins, or gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert cross-court pass to Adams. They go into Knapp. Oh, and a bad pass. McKinley fights for it, gets it. Gilbert throws it up right into the defender, and Limestone's got it coming the other way. Here comes West to Pilgrim. Pilgrim three-pointer on the way up, no good. West the rebound over Gilbert. Kick back out Pilgrim. Pilgrim goes inside to Steer. Steer back out front. Ball batted away by Adams. Sienna all over Sloan out front. Minute 9 to go. They go inside Steer. Steer back out front. Sloan. West way out front. 23 feet from the basket. Being hounded by Adams. Sienna doing a good job out front. Pilgrim. They go to Sloan, or Steer in the corner. Back to Pilgrim. Sloan out front. Sloan the ball fake. Gets it to West. She'll pop a three. Good. Hannah West can knock it down. Hannah West with 19 as Lincoln quickly up the floor, and they break the press, getting it to Gilbert. Gilbert back to McLeod, back to Snyder, and now Lincoln will set up their offense. Tied at 35. 34 seconds to go in the quarter. Grace nearly loses the basketball. Gets it to Knapp. Good pass to Adams. Up and good. A great back cut by Sienna Adams, and a good pass from Big Mac puts Lincoln ahead 37-35. Sienna Adams with 3. Pilgrim in the corner, gains, back out front Sloan. Sloan the ball fake to Steer. Steer out front West. West hounded by Adams. West going to drive it in. She traveled the basketball. No call, but she's going to get a foul. Sienna Adams with a foul, her first. That is the 4th on Lincoln of the quarter. 7.1 seconds. And West nails the first free throw. Rebecca Burge in the basketball game to get McKinley Knapp out there. Get her a little extra rest and avoid that 4th foul.
Absolutely.
Nunez in the ball game for Limestone. West, the senior, eyes it, and around and out, no good. Burge the rebound. Burge to Adams. Adams, about 5 seconds to get something done. Here comes Sienna. Three-pointer on the way. Just short. At the end of 3 quarters, it is Lincoln 37 and Limestone 36. We'll send it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare open enrollment? Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Dara Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me Dara Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Lincoln the basketball, cross court from us at half court to start the fourth quarter. And now Limestone going to pick up the pressure again. They get it to Knapp. Knapp, good bounce pass. Snyder, layup time. Got it. A great set play off the inbounds from Lincoln, and it's 39-36. Lincoln's not had much of an answer for Hannah West. She's got 20 for Limestone. Pilgrim out front, Sloan. Lincoln going to pick up their pressure a little bit too. Sloan, 40 feet from the basket, out near the volleyball line to West. West going to drive it in, throws it up, and got it. Hannah West has 22. Lincoln's leading scorer, Mia Clark, has been held under double figures as Lincoln's still in the backcourt. Now they get it across the timeline to McLeod. Mason, a bad spot, gets it to Snyder. Snyder throws it to Clark. Mia tries to chase it down, and a little sloppy play right now by the Raiders. Clark, back out front, Snyder. Limestone has had no answer for McKinley Knapp inside in the third quarter. They go inside to Big Mac again. Triple team to McLeod. Out front, Adams, three on the way, short. Rebound West. Hannah West with 7 minutes to go here in the third to Pilgrim. Around everybody, up in, no good. Sienna on the floor. On the floor, and a jump ball is going to be called, and it'll be Limestone ball. Michaela Pilgrim just blew past everybody to try and get that layup, and it rolled around. And Sienna Adams, one of the shortest players on the floor, dove to the floor and tied it up. 39-38 the Lincoln lead. Steer to inbound under the Limestone basket. Steer out front, West. West to Pilgrim. Pilgrim back to West. West cut off from the drive. Sloan. West looking to Carmenzine to steer in the corner. Steer out front, Carmenzine. Pilgrim. Lincoln doing a pretty good job defensively right now. West again, three off the right side, up no good. Clark the rebound. And Mio will bring it up the floor. The 5'9" junior around West goes free throw line, 15-footer, good! 41-38, and give Mia 10. She finally has hit double figures, averaging 14-3 a game. Carmenzine drives in against the Lincoln defense to Pilgrim. Three on the way, right side, short. Ball out of bounds, and good job by McKinley Knapp to keep Chloe Starr from trying to save that basketball. And a smart play, Lloyd. She didn't try and save it under their basket.
Yeah, exactly. Starr tried to save it herself, but she can just barely flail at it and not direct the ball, so it is Lincoln ball here.
That is a cardinal sin. You don't save the ball inbounds under the other team's basket. McLeod across the timeline to Holmes. Holmes back to Mesa. Mesa out front, Schneider. Schneider to Clark. 5:51 to go here in a basketball game. Lincoln, a precarious three-point lead. Schneider around the Knapp screen. Bounce past Matt. Matt misses the buddy, doesn't get it, and Limestone comes out of there with a rebound.
A good give and go there. The ball just didn't fall for her.
Ball tapped away, but West is able to track it down here on the right side in front of their bench. Pilgrim. Carmenzine back out front. West nearly stolen by Holmes. Pilgrim out front to West. West out front, Pilgrim. Limestone being very patient right now, trying to figure out the Lincoln defense. West drives in against McLeod. Little spin move, got cut off again. Out front, Carmenzine. Carmenzine lost the ball in the lane, and McLeod comes out of there with it. Mesa hacked by Starr right in front of the official. No call, but got it away to Holmes. Lilly across the timeline. Hand off to Clark. Clark pulls it way out front. Clark to Holmes. Holmes, hand off to Schneider. A little bit of a weave. Nice pass into Knapp. Knapp, reverse layup, no good. Gets her own rebound and tied up. And it will stay Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, Lincoln's run a couple set plays there for Knapp on the baseline to get her free for a shot. Also now it looks like Lincoln's extending the ball out, trying to take the air out just a little bit, but with a 3-point lead, that might be a challenge against Limestone here.
Holmes out front, picked up her dribble. Holmes now in trouble. Gets it inside to Clark, and the ball batted away. A bad pass. Ball on the floor. Here comes West the other way. Good look to Pilgrim. Layup time. Got it. 41-40. Lincoln still ahead by 1. 4:28 to go in a basketball game. Holmes, front court, protects the basketball, picked up her dribble, left side Knapp. Big Mac beyond the 3-point line. Out front McLeod, top of the key, 3. In and out, no good. Mac goes for the board and knocked it out of bounds. Adams in the basketball game for Holmes. 4:11 to go, Lincoln up 1, 41-40. West brings it up against Adams. Now around a screen, hand off Pilgrim. Pilgrim spin move in the lane. Gaines, 15-footer right side, nothing. Hit the backboard, and Adams going to come the other way in a hurry. Sienna down the lane against West. Sienna threw it right into the defender's hands. Ball batted out of bounds, and I think Schneider got away with a push as Carbonside went flying into the bleachers.
I was thinking of the NFL rule where the receiver goes up and they got to get both their feet in bounds, and Carmenzine did not have that opportunity.
No. Clark, fake out of the corner. Clark steps in, 10-footer glass, no good. Rebound Carmenzine, and Clark's going to get called for the foul. That is 4 on Mia. 3:42 to go in the game. Mia with 4. Actually, the scoreboard showing her with 3. I had her with 4. What do you have,
it
sir?
says 4 under there and 3 on the list. So
I think it's 4. We're going to go with 4.
Yeah, I have her as 4.
Gaines, free throw line. Pilgrim spins.
And they just updated it.
Oh, nice defense by Grace to knock it out of bounds. West was setting up in a coffin corner. 3:28 to go in the basketball game. Lincoln with a precarious 1-point lead, 41-40. Pilgrim spin move on Holmes. West in the corner. Pilgrim between the circles. Goes right side Steer. Steer back out front Carmenzine. They're posting up West now on Knapp. West cross court Pilgrim. Pilgrim drives in the lane and a foul on Mesa.
Lincoln foul number 11, Mesa McLeod. Her third, team 2.
And so 3:12 left here in the game. 3 Lincoln players with at least 3 fouls.
Made it inbound under their own basket, and McKinley kept that from going in the corner. She was aware that West had set up in the corner. And West will now come to the opposite corner, and let's see, and Mesa's going to keep an eye on her. They go out front, Pilgrim. She drives in the lane, traveled, shot up, no good. Rebound Schneider. Schneider's going to get hounded, needs to step through the trap she did to Mesa. Mesa up the floor to Clark. Clark out front to Grace. To Mia.
Good recognition by Clark on that fast break not to try and force the issue.
Lincoln set up in a 1-4 offense. Around the Knapp screen. Bad pass at her feet. They throw it to McLeod. No. Mesa up again. Up and no good. Rebound Gaines gets it. And they're going to call Holmes for the foul. That'll be 2 on Lily. And 3 on the ladies. Nothing on Limestone yet here in the 4th quarter with 2:40 to go in the basketball game. Again, Lincoln up 41-40. 2:38 now to go. Limestone comes in the front court. Pilgrim traveled again with no call. Out front, Carmenzine. Carmenzine threw the ball into Holmes' leg. Out front, West. West, Gaines free throw line, back to West. She'll fire up a right side 3 and got it. 43-41, the Limestone lead, and Limestone takes a timeout. It will be a full timeout. Let's go ahead and keep it right here, tell you about some more of our fine sponsors. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. I'll bet those guys have been busy. For a free estimate or more information, call 217-732-9734. Dara Entwistle, your independent health insurance agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, Suite 6 in Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046.
Yeah, our marketing manager needs to update that because she's moved offices. She's on Broadway now.
All right, so our marketing manager, who's sitting next to me, has to update that. She's on Broadway now, folks. So if you go to South Kickapoo, she's not there anymore.
Right, she's in the actually the Lincoln Public Library Annex building there that faces Broadway. She's renting office space there, and a little bit more convenient for some of her clients who are unable to navigate the stairs in the previous building she occupied.
That's not a good thing to be an independent health insurance agent and have your clients have to climb a bunch of stairs. Right. Yeah. 2:17 to go here in a basketball game. Lincoln down 43-41. You know, Lloyd, I've noticed that Lincoln seems to run really well offensively if they come out of it and do a set play. Let's see what happens here. It looks almost like broken motion. Clark with a three. Oh! Three. She got fouled on the three, and it doggone near went in out of the corner.
She kind of turned to the official there, too, like, aren't you going to call that? A little bit of a delayed whistle, but sure enough, 3 free throws here for Mia Clark and a chance to give Lincoln the lead.
Hannah West with her second foul, and the first on Limestone in the fourth quarter, and Mia nails the first one. 2 big free throws Saturday against Morton. Second one off the back of the iron and no good. Still a chance to tie it. 2:04 to go in the game. Second one by the junior, up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Got 2 of the 3. Ties the ball game at 43. Steer across the timeline to West. You got to figure they're going to go to West or Pilgrim. Down the stretch. West. They go inside Steer. Ball batted away by Lincoln. Adams comes out of there with it, and Steer fouls her. That's 3 fouls on Chloe Steer. And Lincoln will have the length of the floor to go. And let's see how much pressure Limestone puts on.
I would guess they'll let them get the ball in and then just token pressure.
Clark Snyder, and Snyder across the timeline. She'll come around the Knapp screen, and now here comes the pressure. Back to Clark. Clark, Mia, nice little spin move. Mia to Mesa, 3 on the way, long 3 up, no good. Knapp had the ball batted away, and it'll stay Lincoln basketball. Minute 30 to go. We're tied at 43. McLeod to inbounds. They look in the corner for Clark. Knapp's got somebody on her hip. They don't see her. Out front, Schneider. Schneider. Grace out front, hounded by Starr. 5-second call.
Yeah, gone are the days of those hash marks where you used to be able to bring the ball back and forth across that. So now we'll see if Lincoln can hold here and try and take the lead. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter.
Tied at 43. We approach the minute mark. Gaines out front. Gets it back to Pilgrim. Pilgrim to Carmenzine. Lincoln forced a turnover last time. They go to West. West is cut off going down the lane. Back to Carmenzine. They run a little weave out front. West almost had the wide open 3. McLeod watching her. Steer. Pilgrim, obviously, they're running some clock here. 54 seconds to go. In the corner they go. Pilgrim, 3 on the way out front. It's good. McLeod, Snyder. Snyder across the timeline. And a timeout taken by Taylor Rohr. Lincoln down 3, 46-43. And let's go ahead and send it back to the WLCN studio. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the remainder of quarter number 4.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Michaela Pilgrim hit a wide open three out front. She's got 13. Hannah West has 25. That's 38 of their 46 points. Meanwhile, Lincoln has the basketball, down 3 with 36.8 on the clock. And let's see what they get here out of the inbounds play. Taylor Rohrer took a timeout.
Yeah, I think if you're Lincoln, you've had success with those set plays. You might try to get something underneath quickly and then force a turnover. It'll be interesting to see. They haven't really been scorching the nets here from three-point land, but we'll see what she dials up here.
And both teams with a foul to give here. Holmes inbounds to McLeod. McLeod, lob pass to Knapp, up and good. There's the quick interior play. Now Lincoln needs to press and hope for a turnover. In the backcourt, West across the steer across the timeline, and Lincoln now needs to foul because they got a foul to give.
They got to do
20
twice.
Seconds. Lincoln going for the turnover, got the trap on, and a timeout taken by Tony Bentley. 17.7 seconds to go.
And a 1-point lead for Limestone here with possession. I believe they have it on the alternating possession, too. I don't see that on the scoreboard.
I believe you're correct about that. If I can see the board.
I see the light down there. I just can't tell. I think it's on the Limestone side.
I think you're correct. Let's mention our LCHS Lady Railer Basketball alumni as one of our fine sponsors. The Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics since 1973. Once a Railer, always a Railer. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball for over 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont and Lincoln, 217-735-5835. The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people in the communities it serves. Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Well, Lloyd, I think you've got to go for a turnover on the inbounds play, and then if you don't get it, you got to foul immediately.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
see you don't have time to mess around and let them dribble the basketball. Pilgrim to inbounds, and they get it inbounds to Steer, and fouled immediately by Adams. 15.9 left on the clock. And again.
So that is their fourth foul. So the next one will send Limestone to the line.
All right, now you didn't foul. Now you've got to get the foul here, and they fouled Pilgrim. I think Limestone got the ball in the hands of at least somebody they wanted at the free throw line.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think Limestone, that would be one of their, if they got to choose who was shooting free throws, that would be a strong candidate for them.
Holmes, her third foul. Lincoln down 1, 46-45. First one up and, that thing hung on the front of the rim and just bounced in. 47-45, 12.6 on the clock. Pilgrim, second one up and good. Got them both. Lincoln down 3. To Schneider. Grace going to have to hurry it up the floor. Lincoln looking to break somebody loose. Tries to bait Clark loose. And the ball batted out of bounds.
Oh, a Lincoln timeout.
Lincoln got a timeout, sorry. Looked like they called it out of bounds, but they pointed down. Too. But Lincoln got a timeout. It is a full timeout. 4.1 seconds to go. Let's go ahead and keep it right here. Many of our fine sponsors include Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln IGA, The Carpet House, Lincoln Printers, Capsil, the First State Mortgage of Bloomington, United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. The Mayor of Lincoln, Tracy Welch, and his wife, Annette. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel. Arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Travel is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. Schneider Masonry, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners in Lincoln. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. And if you're looking for that outdoor barbecue, I don't know that Brad's going to be able to do it for you in these weather conditions. So Lincoln to inbounds. They go out front. Clark. Mia is fouled out front. And probably a smart foul by Limestone because they have fouls to give.
That's right. They've still got one more remaining. 2.5 seconds left on the clock. So
Hannah West with her third. And Lincoln is going to take yet another timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout. Lloyd, you don't have much time to get something done here. I don't know what you do at this point. Maybe run three people to screen for Mia or Mesa, one of the two.
Sort of a picket fence kind of an option.
I don't think you got much of a choice here because they're going to guard the three-point line. There's no question.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds left, and they still have one foul to give, so Lincoln can inbound the ball, and the Limestone player basically smother them before they get the shot attempt, and that'll take even more time off the clock. So. A tall hill to climb here for the Lady Railers with 2.5 seconds left and down by 3.
48-45, the Limestone lead. Lincoln led 12-10 at the end of the first quarter, down 24-21 at half. Came back and took the lead during the third quarter, and at the end of the third quarter led 37-36. And it has been a touch-and-go fourth quarter with both teams exchanging the lead.
Lincoln went up, then, just like you said, exchanging until the recent run here by Limestone. We were tied at 43, and then Pilgrim hit the three-pointer. And here we are at 48-45, 2.5 seconds remaining.
So Lincoln setting up in a box here. Expect Mia Clark to work off a couple screens. Here comes Mesa to the corner. Clark trying to work out front. West all over her. Mesa, desperation three, throws it up, no good. And that will end the basketball game. And Limestone is going to win this one 48-45. Again, Lincoln goes down 48-45. Limestone goes to 8-7. Lincoln goes to 8-7. Both teams exchange handshakes here at the half-court line. Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute word from many of our fine sponsors. When we come back, we will have the Grau Incorporated postgame show. You've been listening to Lady Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Well, back at a near-empty Wolseley Gymnasium here at Limestone High School, where the Limestone fans file out happy, but the Lincoln bench is not so happy, going down 48-45 to a Peoria Limestone team that now goes to 8-7, and Lincoln also moves to 8-7 on the year. And Lloyd, this is one of those, you look back on it and you look at some of the mistakes that were made, the turnovers, the pressure that where they caused turnovers, and you lost the basketball. And those are the kind of things that kind of eat at you, because this obviously was a winnable game for Lincoln.
Yeah, as you mentioned, 48-45, so a one-possession game, just a three-point difference. And yeah, it was a game of adjustments, and Limestone toward the end there was able to kind of stretch out the Lincoln defense and power things in offensively a little bit better, and on the defensive end give Lincoln some fits, and not really letting the Lady Railers get comfortable with their offense. And yeah, as you said, opportunities were there, but Limestone comes out on the winning side.
And I don't know that you can point to any, other than maybe turnovers, I don't know you really point to anything else where you'd say this is really where you kind of lost the basketball game. I mean, Lincoln did miss some free throws. Probably had they made all their free throws, we probably was talking about no more than a tie basketball game here. Lincoln shot the ball at least decently. They shot the ball probably as well as what Limestone did. When they ran their offense, they got some good looks inside. They really didn't have an answer for McKinley in the third quarter. But I think it all came right down to mistakes and turning the basketball over in crucial times, especially during the second and third quarters.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. As you mentioned, the game was 37-36 after three quarters, so obviously evenly matched, and it was back and forth throughout the fourth quarter until Pilgrim hit the three-pointer with 48 seconds left, put Limestone up 46-43. Knapp hit a basket for Lincoln, but then let's see, Pilgrim hit a pair of free throws to seal the victory for Limestone. And yeah, at different times in the game there were different things that could have gone better for Lincoln. There were times they had trouble handling the Limestone pressure. Other times they broke it with ease. There were times that Lincoln wasn't really able to develop an offense or get anything that looked like they were sort of managing the ball well. Looked like the Limestone pressure was rattling them a little bit with the run and jump, as you said, early on in the game. So yeah, there's a few different things. It wasn't, as you said, it wasn't just one particular item that was the downfall for Lincoln here today.
Lloyd has put his shoes and socks back on, so he's got the points tallied up. But Coach has joined us on the postgame show, so we'll get words from her first before we go to Lloyd Kirby and the scoring. The tired coach sits down next to me. Well, tough basketball game, kind of a tough one to lose. Lloyd and I were talking about this. I think other than maybe pointing at some turnovers when they ran the run and jump, when they ran the run and jump pressure at you, some turnovers there of the basketball probably are the things you go back and say that's probably where the ball game got away from us, because it wasn't really free throws that you missed that got away from you. It wasn't shots that you missed. They had no answer for McKinley down inside. I don't think the rebounding, if we looked at the rebounding, there would be that huge of a discrepancy in the rebounding. I thought your girls played, rebounded fairly well against Limestone. Your thoughts?
We reached too much on defense, and so they were able to move the ball really well against us and get a lot of open looks, because we reached all night long. And you don't reach, you stay in front, you contest their ball handlers, and then they're not able to get as good of passes. But we weren't being very fundamentally sound on the defensive end, and that hurt us.
They got some looks inside where they would drive down the lane and nobody would stop them. Do you think part of that was because of the foul trouble that you were in, or just people not playing the defense the way you wanted them to?
I think the latter. To me, yeah, McKinley and Mia were in foul trouble, and the reason they were both in foul trouble was because our guards were going for reaches and steals instead of playing defense and staying in front. And that's disappointing, mainly because they did so well against Morton of not doing that and being fundamentally sound. And then we took a step back today, I feel like. So that's frustrating.
It doesn't get any easier because you have a very good Pleasant Plains team you've got to go face on Thursday night. What kind of problems do you think they're going to present for you?
A lot. No, they're very fundamentally sound. They're a good team. They play great defense, and they're definitely going to be playing for a win. So, we have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball and, getting in our offensive sets. I thought the times that we did get into our sets, they executed them well, and we were able to get good looks off of them. So definitely a positive of something that we did do well. And we have to play better defense on Thursday.
You and I have never talked much about this, so I have a question for you. When you're running your offense, do you run mostly set plays, or do you run set plays at certain times and the rest of the time kind of a motion out there?
We run more of a motion, and then we call out the sets.
It looked tonight like you were really getting good offenses out of your set plays and maybe not so good out of the motion.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think that when you're in a motion, everybody has to be moving, though. And when people aren't moving, the motion isn't going to work as well.
Do you think maybe part of it, too, is, and I'm just asking the question here, do you think part of it, too, is because you run your set plays and you practice those, the girls know where they're supposed to be and maybe recognize things a little bit easier than having to do it out of motion where you have to read the defense. You don't have a choice. You have to read what's going on with the defense, whether you have the ball or not.
I mean, we practice both ways, and we make sure that the defense does different things, especially depending on who we're playing and what we're expecting to see. I don't know. Today we ran our sets really well. There have been days that we've not ran them as well, and we've ran the motion offense a little bit better. So I just think that it just depends on the day.
You are getting very close to getting back to full strength. Sienna was back tonight. I thought that she came out and played with a lot of spark. And McKinley played really well inside, got herself in the position on the offensive end, and they really had no answer for her once she got inside. Mia struggled a little bit, but finally broke open for a few points. And maybe she's starting to see now that because of the way she scored, defenses are going to start keying on her to shut her down.
Yeah, I mean, when you're scoring that many points a game, like, that's in the scouting report. It's the same as our scouting report was, where 5 is. And so I'm sure that the other teams are, saying, no, where 25 is. But, she has to, some of it, she's got to create her own shots. And, and I think that she did a nice job of passing the ball off tonight when she was covered. And sometimes she's maybe not going to be a scorer. Sometimes she might be more of a passer. And that's okay, too, if her teammates are knocking down the shots.
There were times I thought your team ran their press breaker very well. Other times, not so well.
Yeah, we practiced that a lot. So I think that one of the problems is they kept changing their defense of press. Like they did a 2-2-1, a diamond, and a man. And so we run it a little bit different for every one of those. I mean, it's all the same, but it's a little bit different. And so if you think they're in a man and they're running a diamond, you're going to get trapped. And so I think that happened a couple of times. But we're getting better at breaking presses. So
on a happier note, did you get enough snow at the house that you wanted so Levi would enjoy his first snowstorm?
We did play in the snow a little bit. He was so bundled up he could barely move, so there's that. But yeah, it was pretty windy out in the country, so it was short-lived, but I'm glad he got a little bit of snow so that we could play for a little bit.
Neil, have you out there on a tractor running a plowing the driveway?
Oh, that's not my job.
Oh. It's your job to bundle up the kid where he can't move and throw him into the snow.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yep.
Well, Coach, sorry about the loss. I know it wasn't a result you wanted, and 48-45 wasn't a bad basketball team that you played. It was a good basketball team that you played, and it doesn't get any easier because now you got Plains on Thursday and Glenwood at home on Saturday.
Yeah, two more tough ones. I mean, this is a tough week, and we knew that back in November when we looked at the schedule, so we knew that this would be a heavy week, and we just we just have to keep playing hard and get better.
I will use a phrase of Coach Al. You just got to keep getting better.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks for joining us on the postgame show. We're going to let you go and get on the bus and get back home. Obviously, we didn't have as much snow up here as you had in Logan County, and get back home. You didn't get a snow day out of it from school, though, did you?
Well, the kids didn't have school today.
Oh, they did not have school.
Which I actually think, I hate to make that excuse, but we tend to play better on a school day. But we told them to get out of bed and start being active. Don't sit in front of the TV, watch Netflix. So obviously I'm not in their homes. I don't know what went on, but yeah.
No other coaches have said that. I don't think it's an excuse. Other coaches have said that. You throw the kids out of their routine,
right,
and it can upset the apple cart for whatever reason. Kids are at home all day instead of being in school, and instead of going through the routine of class and being happy to get out of class.
Right, and just having their minds active all day, and
instead of laying around watching TV or playing on their phone all day, and so. Well, thanks for joining us on the post-game show. We appreciate it.
Thanks for being
We do have a parting gift for you from one of our sponsors. Complete Lawn Care wanted me to hand that over to you.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
All right.
Very nice.
Thanks, Coach, for joining us on the post-game show. Have a safe trip home.
Thank you.
Well, that will wrap up things with Coach Taylor Rohrer. We're going to turn to Lloyd Kirby now, who has totaled up all the points. What do you got?
Well, as you said, Lady Railers fall 45-48, coming up 3 points on the short side. On the Limestone side of the ledger, they were led by Hannah West, 25 points for the senior shooting guard, 5'8" guard for the Rockets. She was followed by Michaela Pilgrim with 15 points. Then Danny Sloan added 4, and Chloe Steer added 4 for the Rockets. On the Lady Railers side of the ledger, they were led by McKinley Knapp, 17 points for the 5'9" senior. She was followed by Mia Clark, who added a dozen for Lincoln. Also in the scoring column, Mesa McLeod with 6 points. Lily Holmes added 5. Sienna Adams chipped in with 3. And Grace Snyder tallied 2 points for the Lady Railers. So Lady Railers, as you mentioned, we'll have Pleasant Plains on Thursday, Glenwood on Saturday, and then even further down the road, a week from Saturday, Springfield Landfair. So schedule not getting any easier for Lincoln.
So it was Michaela, you better believe it, Pilgrim, who sunk a three there in the fourth quarter to sink the Lincoln Lady Railers, but then they don't have much time really to kind of right the ship. They're going to have a very tough Pleasant Plains team to play on Thursday, and then a very tough game against Chatham Glenwood at home on Saturday. So our next broadcast will come from Pleasant Plains High School on Thursday evening. The next boys broadcast will be Friday night against Chatham Glenwood. Is that game at home, or is that
at
Chatham?
Home?
That is at home. Mm-hmm. So that is at Royas. Both the girls and boys will be at home this weekend against the Titans from Chatham Glenwood. So for broadcast partner Lloyd Kirby tonight, for the big guy running the board back at the studio along with Mabel the Cat, for Connor Shaw, for all of our fine sponsors, I want to thank you for joining us and listening here on WLCN this evening, where the Lady Railers take it on the chin 48-45 against Limestone. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare Open Enrollment? Medicare Open Enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Dara Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Dara Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cook-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV. Don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage is made possible by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Complete Lawn Care, 735-5400. Lincoln Mayor Tracy and Annette Welch. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.